dos, tres, taco. Taco Sandwich.
Pussy.
Welcome to the Taco Sandwich podcast with my co-host Cameo and our beautiful guest PP.
Hello. Hi.
PP 2.0.
PP 2.0. I know my hair is not done right now, but
It still
We'll
looks
get there.
fucking great with the
Thanks.
fading and
I know,
everything.
right?
It
It
really
feels really
suits
nice.
you.
I think it's because I've been pink for like forever.
Well, not only that, I'm liking the dark root. You know, the shadow root vibe going on.
Hell yeah.
Because it really brightens up those
It has like a
ends.
3D thingy going
Yeah.
on. That's super
Oh my
cool.
god, y'all stop flirting with me. Stop, please.
Joshua, I'm going
Wanted
to
to
get
have
your
PP
girl.
for the second time for a long time. Tell you
Yes.
she was very excited to come back, and we were excited to have her back. We had so much stuff going on and so many other guests to go through. But you're finally here, so we're very happy about it.
Period.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. I worked I worked out the schedule for it because Cameo was like, can you come on next week? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I have to work, but let me see what I can do. So I done did it.
Yes.
I done did it, and I'm here. Ooh.
I remember it was that Wednesday. It was last Wednesday, and
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm going to ask her. I'm going to ask her.
Hell yeah.
Let me, baby.
Baby. No, for real. But yeah, now I'm here. Fun fact, this is my, I already told them this, but for the audio listeners and the video watchers, this is my first time podcasting after leaving my podcast with a person who shall not be named.
Yes. And with that being said, we are very grateful and very honored that you were willing to come onto ours.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure there was shit ton of other people. I remember the dissolvement between the producer and yourself, and I remember hearing so many people were trying to like poach you essentially and trying to film here, do it here, you know. And so
it happened a lot. Yeah, everybody was texting me like condolences essentially, and then they would be like, "I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. If you need my help, I have a set of blah 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 blah. I have a camera blah blah." And I was like, "Did y'all not watch my video that I posted?" Because in there I was like, "I need to do this on my own, and Grace and I will be back on our own." You know.
which will be great. I feel like, especially if you're in the open mindset and wanting to educate yourself in those aspects, because there's not just a camera and a microphone. So much goes into podcasting. Like Daniel, our producer, and Karen, they do so much for us. It goes.
I'm glad they do. 'Cause I don't know
Oh
how to do
my
that
gosh,
shit.
we
and
are
they'll have
forever grateful.
good quality, like everything.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we got the best equipment.
The best. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like the screen is clear.
Yeah.
And my producer, my other producer or whatever, his screen is not clear. I'll tell you what. So.
Yeah.
But every time I watch y'all's videos, it's like, it's like, ooh, like a magic, like mystical movie camera. you know. But it's because your people have great equipment,
Yeah.
So
And our peoples aren't assholes either.
But you know how it is also. You leave and you learn,
Yeah.
and you want to do your own stuff. And
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
the reason you
Yeah.
want to be independent, is where you have control, absolute control in everything. You can make your own decisions,
Hell yeah.
which that gives you a lot of freedom, and it makes you happy, basically.
Absolutely.
You don't have to depend on nobody. If they're ready, they're not. It's all on you. So that's got to help.
Absolutely. And that's kind of why I was like, you know what? I just need to quit. Like, I don't need to do this anymore. I need to reflect. And then I was like, okay, well, I can't, like, give up the Big Pink Pee-Pee show, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, that's my baby, you know?
Your audience and everybody who follows
Absolutely.
you and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that, that, you know,
I
they
need the
love
big
you and
pink
they need
pee-pee.
you out there.
Me too, girl.
I need it.
I need a big pink paper too. Ew. But we're playing around with names because we want to change it just a little bit so we can like fully take it as our own type thing. And so we're thinking the bigger pink pee-pee show.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know, right? You know, right? It's going to be cut. Ooh.
Or you could be like
You can do a
Gracie's
lot more
pee-pee.
with that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like, we were thinking, like, something of, like, it started as a long title. It was, like, the bigger, pinker, pee-pee show with
Yeah, I can see
Grace
you thinking
King.
like that.
I feel like you could put
Yeah.
that like in the intro. You know how
Yeah.
every TV show has an intro into it.
Yeah.
You guys at the mic, little clips put together from each podcast season.
Absolutely.
And then in it, you know, you'll say these words
Yeah.
and it'll combine
Oh
together.
my
to be
God.
the
Ooh, I love
greater,
that idea.
pinker, you know,
Absolutely.
pee show. And, yeah.
Absolutely.
And then shoot into the podcast.
It's kind of hard when you're picking a name, to tell you too, because to me,
Yeah.
it has to be short.
Yeah.
Because people mind expansion. Exactly.
It has to be
Yeah.
short.
It has to be memorable. It has to be funny. You know what I mean? It's just so many things that come into a name. So
Yeah.
I can
I
see
feel
how
like
hard
that's
it
a
is.
little racist on this podcast now that I'm looking at it.
No, well,
Taco sandwich.
Yeah, I'm making a sandwich.
Absolutely.
God damn it.
That was it. I get that's what makes it funny.
Yeah,
That's what it
absolutely.
is.
Well, and I feel like if it's like a longer title like mine, it has to have some syntax to it. So it's like mine is like the big pink pee-pee show. Like
What
all
does
those-
syntax mean? I don't know.
It's syntax is like sounding words.
Okay.
You know, it's like
It almost rhymes.
Yeah.
It has a flow to
Okay.
it has a flow. Absolutely.
Okay. I didn't know what that word meant.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
like when you
it.
read a
Because
poem.
it helps you remember it.
Yeah.
Also, when it flows.
It's like when you read a poem and you're like, you are in the theme of like silent stuff or even loud stuff.
Right.
That syntax like helps
Oh, okay.
you like follow along and build your own like tone with it.
Fuck yeah.
With the theme.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Got it.
I'm taking my second
Syntax.
poetry class right now and it's
Oh,
How's that going?
Congratulations. You're back in college?
back to school.
Back to school? That's awesome. Congratulations. That's
Absolutely.
very good.
And I finally got my major changed officially. It's been like a year. So I was
What's your major now?
Okay, so I was
Okay.
a graphic design major, and I didn't have to get a minor at all because that's a fine arts degree type,
Right.
type shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, now, and I can't spell for the life of me, but now I'm an English major with a focus on creative writing, and then a minor in studio art with focus in painting.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Reading, writing. I kind of like that. That's going to help you a lot.
Oh,
man.
absolutely. It
I
gives me
know
all the
that
freedom.
you love to write.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
Do you have any like pieces that you were really, really proud of that are complete? Or are you still
Nothing's
working through
complete.
it?
You know, like nothing's complete. And like always in my art too, like just my general art stuff, nothing's ever complete. I look at things and I'm like, I should have done that. You know what? I have time. Let me just, you know, and then I
Yeah,
go
you're
back
never
into
happy
it.
with it.
Yeah, I'm never happy with it. But that's okay because like I
Starving
changed.
artist.
Yeah, that's what all the major and the minor just sounds like. Starving artist for the rest of your fucking life, bitch. You know, so I'm like, okay, whatever, it's fine. I'm a good networker, so you know, like
You
maybe
really
I'll
are.
maybe I'll make it famous. I
You
don't
get
know.
along with so many people, and another thing that I truly admire you for is the stand up for your beliefs. I'm 25 years old. I'm 1 year older than you.
Yep.
You know, and I'm just ancient,
You're so old.
and I look so good. Anyway,
Meanwhile, Rafa's over here.
I'm older than these two bitches together, so shut the fuck up.
Not for real.
But
Sorry, Rafa.
the thing is like I was always the kid in school who shut the fuck up, did my schoolwork, had my head down. I had my beliefs, and like, you know, when I went to Coronado here in Lubbock. That's where I graduated from. I'm not from Lubbock. It would piss me off seeing kids pick on like the special needs kids, and like the special needs kids didn't know that they were getting picked on.
Yup.
You know, like they would try and have like dance battles with them and things like that. So I was the kid who would sit there and be like, all right, I'm finna see you after school. Because I should have stood up while it was fucking happening.
But you
I
know
should
what?
have.
You're like a
But-
quiet and malicious type in that sense.
Oh, I'm very
though.
vengeful.
You know, like,
which
I admire, you know, because, like, when I go about things, I kind of, like, just assume how they are right there and first and foremost instead of thinking about it.
Right.
Whereas like the slow, silent, malicious type is like think about it and think about how bad I'm gonna get you if you really fucked up.
One
You know?
kid, I ended up costing him his football scholarship
Cute.
because I broke his kneecap.
Cute.
Ouch.
And you know who the fuck you are.
No, I can picture Cameo like, planning something really malicious. I guess
And here's the
her
beauty
first
of me.
babysitting, the babysitter, like,
The
you didn't let me
beauty-
have cookies after 11, you fucking bitch. I'm going to fucking run you over with my car. Right.
I wouldn't do it with my car. See, that's another thing. Is now that I've gotten older,
She steals one of my
I don't
cars.
have to touch you.
Hell yeah.
I think about it.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. That's how I am,
Something
too.
might happen.
Yeah, something might.
I just didn't touch you. That's how I got out of my felony charges. I didn't
Period.
touch them.
I didn't touch him. Period. Now I kind of feel that though, like in the sense of like, you don't know what's gonna come from me.
But at the end of the day, like you were about your shit up front.
Absolutely.
And I think for me, as I've gotten older, my heart's gotten bigger, especially having kids. So I tolerate
absolutely.
a lot more abuse than what I used to.
Well, it's empathy. You
Yeah.
know? It's like that's what it is simply.
Yeah.
And honestly, the older I get too, like the more I realize that I need to be more empathetic and like more understanding, whereas I'm in like coming in with a rage and like blah, 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 blah. And like dating Josh now, it's like I have to be a little patient, so it's like the patience really shows me how to be empathetic as well. So, and I don't have to be patient for bad reasons. It's just like we think kind of differently, like he's more slow
Oh my
to
God.
things.
I think my vape just fucked up.
Not the vape. Oh shit.
Yeah.
All these sons of bitches.
Oh, no. That was
Where
a
was
new
your
one?
dildo one?
Dildo one?
No, did you ever see it? Did you ever see it?
We were talking about it in the vehicle.
I
not too
sucked
long ago.
that bitch right off.
Dude, that shit was literally built like a cucumber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
fuck
a
yeah.
cucumber.
Tune into last week's episode. You'll know exactly which vape it is. I was sucking the fuck out that thing.
No, literally,
It was not as big as the Four Locos that she's drinking, but it's almost
I
there.
can still do this, baby.
oh my God, have you ever tried to fit like a can around your mouth?
I tried one time in college, and I was at a rager, and like I got my mouth around it.
Yeah.
And then some douchebag. I was going to suck his dick that night. I don't know why he fucking did this. He like fucking hit it. He hit the can till when my head went back, and
Your poor
like all
teeth.
you see is the drink spewing out the sides of my nose and
no.
everything. And I was
Your poor teeth. Oh my God, I know that, man.
man, oh man.
I have a fake tooth right here, so I'm like, I can't be doing crazy shit like that anymore.
What happened with your fake tooth?
Oh my God, let me tell this story because I don't think I've ever told this story on the internet. And I've told like all of my stories on the internet. So basically, it's nothing like, funny or like, I can't make it funny. Basically what happened was you know what? I can make it funny.
Yes.
Okay, hold
We
on.
can always make it funny.
Here's the funny part about it. I was wearing flippers. Flippers.
Okay.
And we used to have a pool outside. You've been to my house. You haven't been to my house.
No.
You've been to my house. You saw the backyard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the backyard, it used to be bigger, and we had a pool there. And so my dad ended up bulldozing it in. We don't have it anymore. But I was like,
the tooth.
probably. Everybody stopped working on the pool because I broke my tooth. Anyways, I was wearing flippers, and this one, I was like maybe 11, 12 or something. I don't know.
Oh.
But I'm wearing flippers, and we had a diving board. And this diving board was so cool. Like, it was like one of those long ones, and
Right.
it was so cool. And like all my friends came over specifically not for the pool, for the diving board type
Right.
shit, you know?
Yeah.
And so I get on the diving board with these flippers,
Oh God.
and I get up to the edge or whatever, because I'm gonna do a front flip, like. Back then, I could do a front flip. Not a back flip, though, because that's a little too overzealous to me. Anyways, and then my feet are like hanging off, like right about
Yeah.
here. So it's like a lot, you know? So
Right.
my toes are like where they need to be, but not the flippers. So I go into this fucking front flip after I jump off, and I didn't tuck my my knees in enough, and so it hit the my flippers hit the board, and I did this other spin, and I came down on the diving board on my mouth.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why am I picturing grown-ups?
For real.
The movie Grown-Ups.
Basically a scene out of there. But I was
Holy
younger.
shit.
Yeah. And so there was blood everywhere and all this shit. And I only lost a little piece of my tooth, but it was like enough where it was like chipped and you could tell. And
Yeah.
so we ended up just fixing it. Well, I just recently got a new cap on it 2 years ago or so, because it was like kind of like a temporary cap or whatever.
Right.
And y'all, I
What?
took this wasn't 2 years ago. This was like 4 years ago when I had my brown hair. When they took it off,
Yeah.
the whole tooth had been rotted away. So like when they took it off, I looked like a literal crackhead. So and I'll show you the picture after, but it's genuinely like fucking crazy.
Oh my
The only funny.
They took
it's
it
good.
out, right? They took out the real tooth? They just left the crackhead
You know what
tooth
they
in?
did? You know what they did? They didn't take the tooth out. They gave me a root canal for more money.
Y'all be doing women so wrong.
Literally.
Why y'all got this lady out here with a crackhead tooth?
Literally.
What
I'm
for?
Like, if this tooth falls off, bye. You ain't seeing me. You ain't seeing me.
First of all, to me, it was kind of funny how she can tell the years by what color her hair she had at that point. So that was funny, number one. Second, I remember being in a strip club.
Oh
and
my
I don't know
God.
what. Hold on. Yeah, I go there all the time. But
I go there all the time, no biggie.
I don't know what kind of material they use on your tooth or whatever. But sometimes, most of the time in black light, like they have in strip clubs,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
But that's not a real tooth.
Oh,
So this beautiful girl came up to me, hi, and as soon as she said hi, I saw that she was missing the front teeth. It's like, oh my
Wait,
God.
when we went to the strip club, did you?
I,
Did you see
I
my tooth?
was busy with the tits and the ass. No, but I don't think so. I think I would have
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah, it's pretty
Again,
noticeable.
it depends
like,
what kind of material they utilize.
Yeah.
Some of them, like, you
I
can
don't
tell the
know.
difference.
I don't know what they used on my toes. So
I got lucky. I was 16. I got braces. I always had these little gaps. They're slowly closing as I'm getting older. I have what they call a Tom Cruise tooth, which
so it's like a
This
little
one
further than what it needs to be.
is supposed to be 2 teeth.
Oh,
So my two, technically this tooth should be in the very center.
Damn.
So that's a Tom Cruise tooth.
yeah, because his smile is like.
It's off.
Yeah, just
so,
like-
because he's missing a tooth. He's got the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Except for me, I have my gaps. I got lucky. My top teeth, straight. My bottom teeth
Yeah.
used to be horrid.
My bottom teeth are fucked up.
Oh my
but
god!
my
That's
top
And
usually
I
how
got
they
lucky.
are.
Foster
Usually how they
care
are.
paid for my braces,
Cute.
and then whenever
Free.
I enlisted, they were required to put a permanent brace on the back of my bottom teeth.
Oh yeah.
But this tooth is just a little,
Wait.
just a little stubborn
Yeah.
bitch. Ooh, I just
Buck
spit
up.
everywhere.
When you said you enlisted,
Yeah,
okay.
in the Navy.
She's like
Uh-huh.
army.
Oh,
oh.
sorry. I enlisted in the Navy. Well, long
I
story
can see you in
short.
white pants. And
Yeah, I enlisted.
Aye, Captain.
I would have been an emerald.
Hell yeah. Anyways.
But no, long story short, I enlisted. Get there, not even like 3 weeks. Hey, so what did you do before you came? Oh, nothing. Just
You
say
came?
goodbye to everybody. Yeah, yeah, I came, and that's how I found out I'm pregnant with my kid.
Yep. So
My
you
daughter.
way.
I had to come back.
Damn.
It was something that they had to do, like it was unprecedented, as far not only with foster care but also just with contracts in general. So my contract wasn't ever dismissed. It was put on hold in a sense, essentially. So if I want to go, I can go anyway. But they typically try to refrain, especially if you're a parent. They put you in reserves more than anything.
Okay.
They try to. So for me, if I wanted to, I could go to the reserves.
Okay.
But
cute.
I'm so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off. But that's whenever I started going to Austin and fighting for changing foster care laws and things of that. Because I graduated high school at 16. You know, like I should have been able to enlist myself. I had nothing else. This is what my goal was. Everyone in high school knew this was my goal.
You're like, I'm fucking bored.
For real. I mean, it's either the military or drugs.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm trying to help the war on crime.
yeah.
The
How do
war
you
on
soldier?
drugs. I said crime.
Yeah.
I'm a little stoned. We see what happened. This is the after effects of them
Period.
fucking it up.
We love it. We
But
love it.
yeah. No, and then I have my little brother in the Marines right now.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm just I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get to California in October.
Wait, you're going to California? Mm-hmm. For what?
His graduation. He's in basic right now.
Period. Well, I'll chip in. Let's start a GoFundMe for Cameo to go.
That would be awesome.
Honestly, I was thinking about starting a GoFundMe for like all the podcast stuff.
Fuck yeah. You
And then
should.
I thought about it, and
It's
then I
for
was
a
like,
good cause.
it'd be like a good come up story to not do that though. You know, like
Yeah, it started from the bottom.
now we
you're
here. Started from the bottom
now.
now.
Whole team
PP and
fucking
Grace
here.
are all here. We're here.
I can see that more as that OnlyFans kind of a project.
Oh my God. For the love of God. See, I couldn't find my rosary. I found my cross and
Don't you
my
hate when that chick?
saint. Shit, I mean, she's in there.
When it goes in
she's
your
right
titties.
there by my heart.
Hell yeah. Left tit.
Yeah.
Woo.
Anytime I hear
I was gonna say, don't you hate when that chick get caught when you blowing someone and?
Dude. Oh.
Oh no.
No.
What are you? Oh, yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? What happened to you?
I got a necklace caught on
Someone's balls,
yeah,
of course.
well, sucking dick, yeah. Once though.
I didn't get caught on the balls.
But I was wearing like deep necklace, like
yeah.
Yeah.
long necklace.
Yeah.
So
I was wearing this one.
Jesus Christ.
Literally.
Amen.
Yeah.
I was doing the
She was on her
Lord's
knees anyway, so
work.
that kind of counts.
I
guess.
was doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, on your
Exactly,
knees.
making somebody happy. And,
Fuck
I get it.
yes.
No
Pray-
sins here.
They were praising God the whole time. Oh
God.
God.
Oh God. Preach it to the choir. We're the choir. Ooh.
Jeez.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh.
You see,
like-
I thought I was out of line when that thought crossed my mind. They're fucking happy about it, so I'm okay. I'm cool with it.
Oh my God, dude. That shit's funny.
So outside of the podcast, you've got your school going.
Yes.
And you are in a wonderful relationship.
Absolutely. I know. Everybody knows me as the going out girl, you know, but I'm happily married now. I'm not actually married, but I am happily married.
Here, babe, I got you. I had to put a string on it because it was too loose.
Gotta go get
We'll
that
get
shit
this
resized.
bitch fitted.
Period. I know. That's why I put this one on. Because it does not fit.
He was like, I knew you needed a gold ring and I knew it wasn't in your size, but I swear, babe, I didn't think your finger was fat. And I just looked at him.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Okay, we ain't sucking dick for a strong week, but you definitely eating something.
This booty.
Yeah. Damn
You
right.
pay the price, yeah.
He can
Damn
pay the price.
fucking right.
No, yeah. We started dating 420.
Oh, that's my ex's and mine wedding anniversary.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I burned him like Hitler burned the Jews. Anyway, I'm Jewish.
You are. You can say that. Okay.
Like, part of my
right.
family is Jewish, by the way. Just saying. It's a joke. It's a joke. But that's nice. What was your first date?
It was an impromptu date. He texted me, or I was like, what are you doing? Because we were just fucking around and having fun and blah, 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 you know? And then he texted me. He was like, what are you doing? Are you in town? And I was like, yeah. Like, what are you doing? And he was like, well, I'm at Rodeo 4. And I said, oh, I got to go save this man. Got it. Cool. And so we go over there. Oh, my God.
I
This
was
shit's...
there with him.
No, this is
No?
a different time.
Okay.
He-
Rodeo
He was getting his
I was
dick
there with him.
sucked on the backside
There
of the
was a
bullpen.
couple of times we went there. Okay.
Yeah, he was with his other friend, Robert. I don't know. Anyways, they go there all the time, but he got invited, whatever. So I go over there, and it was like nasty up in there. I started dancing a little bit, and I was just dancing alone because like Josh is not the type to like dance unless he's comfortable and shit. Anyways, before we left, there was this guy who he like puked all over the table that we were sitting at.
Okay.
And so we both like got the fuck up and we were like, oh my God, it's time to go. And he was like, well, I still want to hang out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, you want to go get something to eat or something? Because it's like 12 in the morning. And he was like, yeah, you want to go to Denny's because it's down the street. And I was like,
Aw.
yeah, let's go to Denny's. And so we go to Denny's, and we just sat there, phones turned over, like, just, like,
Y'all too.
in it, you know? And
Yeah.
we're just, like, sitting there goofing off and laughing. I'm making him laugh more than he's making me laugh, which is funny because he's a comedian. So it's like...
Yes. Yes, he is our colleague.
So I was like, yeah, this gonna work out. This gonna work out. Anyways,
Fuck yeah.
so that was it. And then I think we parted ways because, or you know what? I don't think we were fucking around before that. No. We weren't fucking around before that. We had never had sex yet. And then, so we were, we parted ways or whatever. And so we started hanging out a little more. And then he finally came over. We didn't have sex. And then he came over again, I think in that same week. And then we finally had sex. And then we were fucking around for a couple of months. And then now we're here. So.
Now it's official.
Let me tell you something. When it comes to y'all's relationship, the weeks I sat there, you on this side, him on this side, bro, I really think I'm catching feelings for
Literally.
her. And then, no, like, I don't know if it's the right thing, but like, I
Yeah.
really started, and me sitting there like,
She's just getting all
oh my God, you guys are already fucking.
Just like kiss already, god damn it. No,
Just make it genuine. Like, that's it.
No, it was very much like that. And cause I had told Cameo, I went up to her and I was like, I don't know, Cameo, I think he like loves me or something.
And he did.
And he did. And he told Cameo, he was like, I don't know, something different about this girl, like blah, 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 blah. So yeah, he loved me.
No, let me tell you, and Josh, I'm going to put you out on this one. We can fight about this later. No, his exact words, because, you know, we noticed y'all linking, right? Mm-hmm. We knew it wasn't official. It was a fun time, whatever.
Yeah.
I
Because
pulled
we all
up-
know me too.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not the type.
Well,
and all
him
that
as-
stuff. And
yeah.
yeah.
So I pulled him aside and I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? And he goes and he's like, well, you know, it's kind of like when we're together, everyone knows like that's my lady, I'm her dude, but we're able to do shit on our own as well. And I was like, good for you. And he goes, but the thing is I'm starting to get to a point to where I don't want that anymore. And I said, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, fucking around's cool, but like I want her all to myself. You feel me? And I was like,
You start getting.
I mean,
greedy,
I'm not
huh?
touching you, but yeah, I feel you.
I feel you.
And I knew exactly what he meant because the same thing has happened to me before in the past.
Yep.
And I'm sure it's happened to Rafa in the fucking past. And I just sat there and I rolled my fucking eyes and I'm like, why don't you just notebook her? Like, why
And he
can't
did
we-
it. I notebooked him.
I can see that. Yeah, like,
picked
you know
him
what?
up,
I'm
kissed
making
him in the
decisions
rain.
From this point on, I'm taking
Literally.
over.
No, I shit you not. That's exactly what happened. We were we were hanging out and he came over to my place and we were talking, and I was like, hey, like, crazy fucking thought, right? But like, what if we like tried to be on the lines of like being like, I don't know, official? You know,
Exclusive?
I'm just like trying to get to the word, you know?
Yeah.
And I believe because it's part of Josh's personality, 'cause I know him very well also. And he's kind of shy.
Yeah.
He's
I
hesitant.
want to say
Yeah.
he's
hesitant.
slow in a sense, but he takes his time with things. He doesn't make,
Yeah.
rash decisions. He likes to
really
think
doesn't.
about things.
Yes, he really does, which I
And-
really like.
And he's undecided sometimes, so you need to push him a little bit.
Yeah.
Just
But
a
then
little
again,
bit.
and to me, in my experience, that's part of the girls'
I mean,
job.
I was
to tell you the
screaming
truth.
it
Yeah.
right in his face.
Identify
I don't know
his,
what you mean pushing. I nearly like fought him
Okay, I was
over
pushing
it.
too. I was pushing
You
too.
got to identify the guys' good things, bad things,
Yeah.
and how
Yeah.
you need to help and complement it.
Absolutely.
No, yeah, for sure.
And I had never like when we like officially fell in love, and we'll both agree on this, is when I took him on that trip with Grace, because I asked Grace because she took me to the beach or whatever, and I was like,
Oh, that's
"Hey,
very
babe."
romantic.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
walks on the beach
for
and all
sure.
that shit. Yeah.
And I was like, hey, babe, like, is it okay if, like, I invite Josh? Because, like, prior, I was hanging out with my old producer. And I was like, yeah, spring break's about to come up. Grace and I, we're going to go to the beach. And I'm going to find me a nice little thing. You know, I
Yeah.
just,
Spring breaking
because
it.
I'd never done that, you know, like, gone out of
Oh,
town. Yeah.
really?
Yeah, because that's a little out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
Because I do got to know a person, like, a little bit before.
To an extent.
Yeah, to an extent.
Yeah.
And so, like, out of town, I don't know the culture, I don't live
Right,
there.
the vibe.
Yeah, the vibe, essentially. And so I was like, oh, but I really want to have sex on spring break. Like, that's, yes, I have to have it, like.
She
blah,
wanted to
blah,
be
blah.
on blacked.
Basically. And so I was like, you know what, I'm not comfortable, so I'm just gonna like invite Josh and we'll see how it goes, whatever. And so we took his car up there, just the two of us, and in that long drive we were just like, just the two of
I
us.
love it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I get it right
try.
now. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Anyways, we were just cracking jokes the whole time, and he started this joke. He hasn't made it in a while, but I kind of like prompted the joke. We were on the way there, and we were talking about suffocating from panties. Have y'all heard that joke that he does?
Suffocating from panties.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar. Yes, sounds familiar.
Anyways, we were talking about sniffing panties and stuff, and
Oh.
we laughed.
Yeah, that's Josh.
Yeah. Yeah. That's me too. I'll sniff some panties too. Okay. I'm nasty. Anyways, yeah, we were talking. We just started laughing for like 45 minutes, like on and off straight. It was just so fucking funny, and we were like building it and building it and building it and all this stuff, and eventually. God, it was so funny. We get there and we're telling Grace, and she's not laughing because she's not in the room. And I was like, oh my God, this is our first inside joke. Like, oh my God. Anyways, that whole week, he like had a really bad migraine because he drove the whole way there, and I like pet his eyes, and I'm taking care of him and all this stuff. And he was like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. And I was like, you're my +1 on this trip. Like, yeah, I gotta do it. Like, you're paying for everything, and you were supposed to be the +1, like all this stuff. So yeah, I gotta do it, and I care about you. Anyways, he got drunk, and he was like, he started doing this scary thing. It freaked me out. We were on the way back to the little beach house, and he was like, he brought up being official, but said it in a different way, and he looks at me while he's driving. He's just staring at me, and eyes are not on the road, and so I'm just like, oh my God, I'm freaking out because also he's telling
fast and furious.
he did.
Either you love me or we're going.
No, he
Oh my God, he Paul Walkered you.
No, he did. He did
That's too much
100%.
passion right there.
All right,
Literally. So that was a little freaky. But then I was like, he didn't remember saying any of this stuff. And so I'm just like, got it in the back of my mind. But that's when we, like, for real fell in love. But when we when we started dating officially, I was just like, you know, like, would you want to be official or whatever? We can try it at least, see what happens.
Right.
And he was like, you know what? I'm down to try, you know, like, we can try it. And I was like, okay. And then we had sex.
Beautiful.
That was a beautiful
That's a
end
happy
to
ending
a
right
wonderful
there. I like that story.
Yeah.
That is how all fucking stories should
That's
end.
romantic as shit, too.
Literally,
We
I'm
fucked.
a poet.
I was hanging out with my dog. I'm not Derek.
No, that was a joke.
Love you, Derek.
Derek means it.
Love you, dude. While we're in here, hi, Karen.
Hey.
Sorry,
Hey, Karen.
she walked in. And so kind of like peer viewed. I
Hell
don't know
yeah.
if you noticed, all of us was like,
We're like, hey.
so. But that's absolutely beautiful.
Hell yeah. It's like kind of just like going with the flow. We're still going the flow every day.
Yeah.
So we're figuring things out because, you know, it was a quick relationship. And then he moved in like, what, a month ago?
Honey, I got married 2 months into my
Yup.
ex-husband.
Yup.
Jordan,
like that.
after our first date, he moved in. Mm-hmm.
That's basically how it happened. We were only dating for like 3 months. And we had a plan for him to move in, but it got pushed forward.
It tripped.
It tripped and fell right in front of my
Somebody
hand.
must have pushed him that way. But
Yeah,
okay.
You're welcome, Joshua.
Yeah, somebody pushed him in front of my house, and I don't know who it was, but
Wow.
it's crazy.
No, and I think the major thing because we touched on this last week, was with relationships nowadays, you don't see them like you used to.
No.
You know, they don't last as long.
No.
I think the number one thing that anyone and everyone should take away is, can you get through the hardships? And I'm talking hardships where you look at this motherfucker in the eyes and all you see is fucking hate. Mm-hmm. And you want them burned to the ground and you want to watch them die. Mm-hmm. Okay? And then in a glimpse, there's the love again. Mm-hmm. You know?
Hell
For
yeah.
me, and that sounds weird. It sounds crazy. It sounds psychotic, but it's the truth. Because where there's love, there's hate.
Yeah.
Where there's peace, there's storm.
They're opposing.
You know, like,
They're
you
literally the
have to be
opposites.
able to work the waters through it. Because I can't tell you how many times Jordan busted the fuck out of my lip one time.
Yeah, I remember
Popped
this.
me real fucking good. And I sat
But
there.
she
and
likes
I-
that kind of stuff. So it's
no,
not like,
no. We were intoxicated. We ended up going to rehab and shit. Like, we ended up. No, I'm kidding. No, we were really fucked up, and the person that we were with was antagonizing things. And after that situation had happened, we realized we can't let anyone get in between us. Holy shit, how did this just happen? And
I
after
can see the guy
that,
going, Jerry.
yeah, literally.
Jerry.
And then I broke his fucking kneecap. Anyway,
I'll bust your kneecaps. Ooh, wop too, wop too.
but if because Jordan and I have been together for over 2 years now. If I could pass on any advice, and my marriage, I mean, lasted a little bit longer. If I could pass on any advice, it would be find someone that can endure those fucking horrid moments. Like, you could sit down, watch a horror movie and think Jigsaw is the worst thing you've ever seen. Oh, trust me, one day you're going to wake up and look at that little piece of shit and want to fuck it.
No,
So
absolutely.
if you can get through that, and communication all the time, whenever
Yeah.
it comes to finance, whenever it comes to beliefs, whenever it comes to how you want to project yourselves, communication is key.
Yeah. And I think that's why we've gone so fast so far, because, like, Josh talks like, he doesn't seem like he would be the type to talk a lot, but he's very communicative about like the things that he feels, and
Yeah.
you know,
He looks like he doesn't say much, but when
He
he
says a
says
lot.
something,
It's important.
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
So,
yeah. And
that's how I look
we're
at it.
very like communicative, like within each other and like for each other too. And I think that's why it's gone so fast, because I've never had that before. Like in any of my relationships, familial, friendship, you know, platonic, and love. You know, like it's crazy that I've finally found somebody that like, oh my God, now we're getting gay. I'm sorry. It's
We
crazy.
love the gays.
We love the gays. But it's crazy that I finally found someone like that, because you know, y'all knew me before Josh, you know,
Yeah.
so it's like I was not like that. I was not, you know, a relationship gal.
I will
like-
say, because I only knew you a short time. I actually knew Josh longer.
Yeah. Mhm.
And Josh actually
like,
grew
y'all knew
up
me-
with Jordan.
Well,
my
y'all
husband.
when I say y'all knew
So-
me before Josh,
Right, no,
before
yeah.
I was with Josh is what I meant.
Right.
So
Like, I did know y'all in y'all's own spaces
Yes.
and your own times and things of that nature. I did.
yeah,
If I can say, I don't think I've seen you personally happier. Mm-hmm. And
I'm just
him
chilling.
as well, because Josh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Here it
Girl
comes.
code.
girl code.
Girl code.
Here it comes.
We would sit there at the lantern, and Josh would, we would talk about you and Jordan and like how amazing you were, like in our lives, and the progression of it, and what we get out of it, and like that we feel as though we weren't good enough. And I remember he was really dogging himself at one point, like, oh my God, she fills my world. She's my ecstasy, and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, like, holy shit, you're fucking in love, my guy.
Yeah.
And then I remembered a conversation back in the past that I had had with you. And he goes and he's like, I'm worried because I bring up my concerns to her so often that I'm kind of driving her away, like my insecurities and how I feel. And I sat there and I looked at him and I was like, Josh, my guy, I don't think there's anything that you can say that would drive this woman away from you. It does get annoying with the insecurities, hearing them on repeat, yes, to an extent. But at the end of the day, the fact that you're still willing to communicate
Hell yeah.
and be raw like that, that's what matters. And that's
Absolutely.
what love is.
Absolutely, like
So.
opening it to the ability to have that, you
Right.
know? So, oh my God, we need to stop being gay. We need
Yeah,
to move
for real.
on. We need to
So
move on.
outside of the podcast,
Me too, girl.
the school, and the relationship, how are you feeling as yourself, an individual? What are you most proud of right now in your life? And possibly, what are you the most ashamed of?
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum. So proudness, I don't know, like actually being coherent, you know, because like back then I was not very coherent of what I was doing. I was just like, la di da di da, da di da di da, you know, just doing things just to do things. And
Right.
now, like, I have so much time to actually sit and think and like be conscious, because I felt like for the past couple years I've not been like that conscious, you know, and it seems like I was, but it's just me masking of like, you know, this is who I am. I'm a fun, crazy girl, pink, weird girl. I gotta play into it. I gotta play into it.
I feel that.
You know, and so now that I have Josh and I'm like settled down where I can be like myself all the time and not put on the mask of like, I'm the fun, weird, pink girl. I'm Pete, you know? So I'm most proud of that, of like learning to unveil the mask, because it's been going on for so long.
You're discovering yourself in adulthood.
Yeah, definitely. And about fucking time, am I right? I'm almost to mid-20s, so I'm like, dude, like, come on. We got to figure it. You know, it's like, I like to grow. That's my biggest goal in life. If I don't make it anywhere, at least I grew as a person, you know? That's what I want to, and I didn't realize that's what I wanted until like around this year, and just realizing stuff with like the podcast and all that stuff. I'm really glad and proud of myself for how I went about it, because I could have been like a lot meaner and all that stuff within, you know, the podcast.
Yeah.
And I had the right to. All I'm saying.
She did it beautifully.
But I did it beautifully, and I know I repeated a lot of things in that video, but I was just trying to reiterate myself in the sense of, like, this is who I am. I'm not going to be this person, period, point blank. So I'm proud of that, too, of, like, handling situations better than what my previous self would have done, because I would have blew it out of proportion and all that stuff, you know? So I'm just, like, proud of the woman that I'm becoming right now, because it's a different kind of pee, you know, and it's more grounded, and it's more genuine and more empathetic,
Powerful.
and, yeah, and then ashamed. Well, I'm just so perfect, like. You know, like, I just can't help what I'm ashamed of.
I'm ashamed that all you haters can't compete.
Honestly, that's what I'm ashamed of. Here's what I'm ashamed of. I'm ashamed of, and proud at the same time, though, of putting up with stuff that I was putting up with for too long. Yeah. But I'm growing out of it, and I'm learning where my foot needs to be placed on the ground, so, you know, I can step in the seed, you know? So, oh, that was poetic as fuck. I'm gonna write that down.
Play that back, please.
I remember when I was on your podcast.
Yes, both of them have been on my podcast.
You mentioned, like,
Get out.
for you was a problem being too pretty, that I had to bring it down. This is too much. I'm like, Jesus, that's a problem for you being too pretty. Really? Yeah, I gotta bring it down.
Sometimes it is, especially when I do it. I'll still say it, because like when I do a face, like, you know, I've been doing makeup for so fucking long. You know, like it's.
Do you learn that professionally, by the way, or you just
hell no
learn your
drag queens, baby?
All right, there you go.
Fuck
That's a professional right there.
By the way, check out Luxor, located on Marsha Sharp down University Avenue, right behind the DK where my piece of shit ex-husband works. Go in there and harass him and make sure to tip your local drag queen.
We should get him as sponsors, by the way, but okay.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, I learned from drag queens, and like y'all should have saw my shit before.
Oh, the mug. Oh,
the mug was like mugging, like mud mugging.
That's what I feel like mugs should be genuinely labeled on. There's putting on a face, and then there's the mug, which is the first time you ever learned how to do makeup.
Yeah. Dude, eyebrows, half of my forehead.
Oh my God.
Like
mine
mascara down
started
here.
right here.
No, me too. I used to take a razor and just go down straight.
No way.
Yeah. And so my eyebrows were like right here too, and they were thick
Oh my
on the
God.
outside. I looked crazy. I looked genuinely crazy, put me in the psych ward crazy.
Oh
you know
my
what I'm saying?
God.
Like, this bitch is about to go on a terrorism attack, you know? Like, fuck.
She said, Albert Einstein is my daddy.
Literally, he's my hero. I want to be so smart like him, and maybe since they're so close to my brain, I'll put my eyebrows on my Timbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, something like that. But, no, yeah, now it's like when I put on a face, it's very hard not to get shit. So, and that's another reason why I've been, now that Josh and I are dating, like, we're both secure in our stuff, but I don't want people coming up to me and, you know, doing all this stuff, because it puts a damper on our relationship, and then we got to talk about it when we don't need to talk about it type shit, and it's whatever. So that's why I've been going, like, places without makeup, and honestly, like, I don't need to put on makeup right now, because makeup's fun and all that stuff, but I'm so fucking busy, I don't even have time for it, you know?
As soon as I graduated, the makeup came the fuck off. If you see me in makeup, I'm sucking dick that night. I'm sucking
Same.
my man's dick.
Same, that's why I'm wearing a face right now. Just kidding, it's for Cameo. I'm sucking her dick tonight.
She's sucking mine.
Sorry, Josh. Love ya.
Funny thing.
Josh, I told you I'd win.
We were fucking talking about that. That shit was so fucking funny before I came up here.
Oh my god, that shit's.
I was like, watch,
fucking
Cameo's gonna
hilarious.
touch me.
Do I have consent?
Yeah, sure.
Oh fuck yeah!
Sure,
Fuck
whatever.
you, Joshua. No.
Sorry, Josh.
yeah. But yeah, you know, and then that's funny because we talked about women. We talked about women
Fuck yeah.
on both of those podcasts. So it's funny now I'm sitting here with both of y'all talking about me.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you as a
Our
woman.
special guest.
Period.
And
Period.
I think with that being said, Rafa, you've kind of been on the outside of this podcast a little bit. I apologize.
No, which is fine with me.
Taking it up.
It's one of the
He's
reasons
like, I love watching two women.
Well, yeah,
That's
of
my
course.
number one search, baby.
One of the reasons I mentioned to you that I like to have women on our podcast is because I'm very interested in their point of view, how they look at the world. I already know the male point of view, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So to me, it's fascinating, and I get to learn more and get to understand a lot more.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Respectable.
Because it's not easy to tell you for a male to understand women. It's not easy at all.
No, it's definitely not. With whenever it comes to men, I mean, there's scientific proof. It's in the fucking papers. You know,
in that fucking pudding.
teasers.
Caesars. You say it?
If you go out to comedy
Teasers.
night, you know what the fuck we're talking
Caesars.
about.
You know, my.
Um,
What do you say? In my papers, in my Caesars.
but
Icon.
it is in the papers. You know, like men, it's harder for them to comprehend than women. Women, we can have 500 thoughts, and I've said this in our, shit before. We have 500 thoughts at once,
Yeah.
and then they can all be fucking problems, every single fucking one of them.
Yep.
And then out of nowhere, ding, solution.
Yep.
Here we go.
It's like a
and it's weird.
a myriad of like those umbrella charts, or those like spark charts where they're like topic bloop 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 bloop, and it's like a million of those. That's the way I like to think about it.
Fuck yeah.
You know?
And then for men, they're able to be on a track, and then the track can fork, but it's got to come back together eventually.
For sure, for sure. It's more. I feel like men are more linear, and women are more like maze style.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, that's a good way to fucking put
Yeah.
it, because I was going to say
I'm
they're
literally a
more
writer,
walls.
Cameo.
Yeah, like, they're more walls, and we're more fluid,
Yeah.
you know?
But then again, let me tell you something. There's a comedian. This is not my joke, by the way. This is someone else's joke. I saw it somewhere. And this guy's saying, women, tell you the truth, they have a lot of problems. And when they tell you their problems, they don't want you to solve their problem. They just want you to listen to their
Yeah.
problems. So when my wife, we were at a restaurant one time, she said to me, I'm joking. And she's like, okay, that's interesting.
I hate you, man.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, again, it's not my fucking joke. But
That is along the straight line,
that
puppy.
makes you realize, how women are at the same time. To an extreme, right?
That's fucking funny,
Totally.
dude. Who
Yes, it
fucking
is.
said that shit? Because I'm gonna find them.
That is crazy. Speaking of comedy, don't you have some shows coming up?
Yes, I want to tell you. I'm glad you mentioned it to me.
Oh, he brought paper.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them.
He
And I don't
forgets.
have all that in my memory. Friday, September 12th at 9 p.m. Anchor Babe Store. It's going to be Mott, which is shout out to Mott. She's super cool.
bestie.
Tommy Feen, Derek Coleman, and Josh Sands going to be in that show. So
My
it's going to be
boyfriend.
great.
Woo.
Saturday, September 13th, we have a Rolling Cigar Lounge. I don't remember exactly who's going to be there, but it's going to be a cool comedians from our group.
It's very
Then
groovy.
Tuesday, September 16th, with Mara Salazar and Greg Duran in San Angelo, Texas. I'm going to be in that one. Friday, September 26th at Mano Nega. That's going to be a super cool show.
Fuck yeah, it is.
With Jaro and Drew Blues. Saturday, October, Imperial Convention Center with Bubba Dub and Timothy Williams.
This is a 3-page paper, 4-page
And then
paper.
also I got November 1st at BAM Ventures in Midland with Johnny Vanier. those are a few of the shows, and I'm gonna be in those.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
I have a show coming up too.
You have a show, okay.
Yes, I do. It's this weekend. I'm getting my pussy popped, so tune in.
Okay.
I'm getting my pussy popped. That's the
Wait.
event.
Hold on.
So it's gonna be in the internet, or what is it?
We'll see. I'm like more come to my house, you know. Come to my house and watch this.
Intimate. I want to break a world record.
World record. Most people show up to my house to watch me have sex with my boyfriend.
Oh my god.
I'm getting this pussy popped. Sorry, that was just a stupid joke. My bad.
We were speechless for a few seconds. Like, what? Are you
Wait,
talking
for
about?
like,
Wait a minute.
When'd you start your
We're-
OnlyFans?
Oh, that kind of shows nowadays. Okay.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
That's
But
crazy. My bad.
Do you have anything going on or coming up?
Hell no, I don't. I'm trying to be in my activist era right now. So
Hell yeah.
I'm just trying to like volunteer for stuff and there is an art show that Tech is putting on the 13th, I believe.
Okay. 13th of September.
Yes, 13th of September. I think it's gonna be like in around Tech or something. I'm not too sure. I forget what it's called, but it's some fucking art show, like whatever.
Are you in it?
No, I'm.
I don't
I'm-
give a shit.
I'm just gonna volunteer, so I'll be there. You know,
I'll be
and
there.
Josh and I both are gonna volunteer. So
Well, let us know. Put it on
Yeah.
Facebook. Also,
Absolutely.
tell the audience where
Yeah,
they can
just
find
let me
your
know.
stuff.
We'll be
Yeah.
plugging it. Make sure it gets out there.
So
Hell
we
yeah.
can go check it out.
absolutely. Well, yeah, I'm just posting shit right now. I'm just kind of
Instagram or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm just feeling it.
What is the #1 social media that you use?
Text message? I'm calling people now. I don't give a fuck right now.
That's how I am.
You know?
I
Yeah.
call it my granny phase.
Yeah.
Because I always hit these phases where I'm like,
Yeah, same.
if you can't text me on my phone number or call me and get it over with in 5 minutes, don't
Yeah.
contact me.
Especially during the fall for me, because like fall is my busiest time, and I
Yeah.
currently have 2 jobs too. So it's like, technically 3 jobs if you count school as a job, which I'm putting time and energy, and they're taking my money. So technically, it's a little bit of a job.
It's a job.
So technically 3 jobs, So it's my busiest time, and I just don't, it's whatever. But if you want to follow me on Instagram, I repost shit right now.
What is that Instagram? Actually, is it the Instagram I follow? Hold
I
on.
think so. The big pink peepee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big pink _pp for my main account. And
This one?
so that's my podcast account.
Okay.
My podcast account, which will be up and running by the end of this year, hopefully. If you want to check out the video and see what's truly going on, because I know we didn't go into detail.
Hold on.
It's
Okay.
just big pink _pp. Anyways, if y'all want to tune into that and see what's actually going on, because I'm not here to dish out anybody's business. So, go check out that video
Oh, I
to
am
see
following
what's
you.
going on, because it's a lot. That's at all one word, the Big Pink Peepee Show.
Here it is.
Here it is.
You can zoom in. This is the Insta.
Yeah.
Follow on Insta.
So
She will not answer your messages.
Grace
Just-
will.
Grace. Let me tell you something. Let me
Yeah.
give some credit to this girl.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She just turned 21.
Baby girl.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The work that I've seen you do
Hell yeah.
in messages
Yeah.
is Oscar award winning. Mm-hmm. I am proud of you, and stay on your path, and do not let anyone
Period.
deviate yourself from that path.
No, she's very
Period.
talented. That's for
She
sure.
is.
She's
She's also writing a Wattpad right now. Do y'all know
Really?
what? Do you know what Wattpad
Yes.
is?
Okay.
It's just like a little internet thing where you go on. It's an app called Wattpad, WATTPAD, and you can just read stories that people from the internet are writing. Most of them are fanfics and all that
Tell her
stuff.
to get on this app. It's actually called. Let me plug my own shit I'm into. Tapas.
Oh,
It's on here. And like, it
okay.
is so fucking cool.
Hell yeah, I'll tell her about it.
Because here's my little library. Hold on.
But if y'all want to
Recent.
read that, let me find
Like,
what it's
this
called.
shit is
hell
cool.
yeah.
Like,
gotta-
one of those days, I follow this shit so fucking hard. It's this guy that does these drawings.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
I
So-
masturbate to the side boob pics.
Hell yeah. Also, I will be, she needs some porn written in there. So I will be writing the porn soon for it.
Cool.
So I'll add my little touch in there, hopefully. But
I mean, hopefully you'll write something a little bit better than Megan the Stallion. Megan, I love you, babe, but I tried the one leg on the bed, one leg on the headboard.
Yeah.
And bent over and watched it.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. I'm a big bitch.
Your
Your audience
like
is
that.
predominantly a big bitch, baby girl.
But the thing that she's writing is called Retrograde, and her username is Gojo Sponge Table Juice. I'm just gonna spell it out. GOJOSPONGTABLEJUISE. So check her out because I'm enjoying the story so far. I'm only in the third chapter, and she keeps adding chapters fast, like week.
Wow.
Like every
That's
week.
awesome.
Yeah. So she's like, it's so funny because I should be having the writing career and she has the writing career right now.
Well,
but check her out.
Remind her, like
Yeah.
writer's block is so hard. Like I've been struggling with my writer's block for jokes for a couple months now.
Well, this whole summer, just me too. Like, I don't write jokes, but like just
it's
literature.
still a thing. Yeah, there's something blocking us. Okay, and whoever the
Bad
fuck is
energy.
doing it, back the fuck off.
Back the fuck up.
Yeah, for
And by
real.
the way, we run out of time, unfortunately. So the last thing to say, Camille, before.
Find your peace. And don't let anyone infiltrate it. And when I say that, stand your ground. Even though your heart is so big, find people who will be around you that can help hold your wall. Because sometimes a wall is good. Everyone wants to break down that wall. No, sometimes it's good.
Bitches break.
Fuck yes.
Built by me.
Find your peace and protect your peace at all times, whether it's with a partner, whether it's with friends, family. I can't tell you. I have no family. According to my children, JK, my mother and father are dead.
Period.
So protect your peace wholeheartedly. Not just the viral protect your peace. Genuinely reflect and stand up for you and
Hell
what
yeah.
you believe.
Hell yeah.
Any last thoughts, TP?
Shit, drink a beer for me. Because she said what I was going to say. I'm joking. I'm joking. No,
said that in the fucking Fort
Oh, damn.
in my face.
not kind of on the same lines.
Wouldn't
If
be
something
the first time for local. But
for real. If something's going on, don't be afraid to speak about it for real, because that's something I'm learning again. That and don't be afraid to relearn shit, because sometimes you get stuck in their ways, your own ways.
Yeah.
And people put shit on you. Don't let people form your own opinion, because it's better to have your own opinion than somebody else's opinion that they claim as a fact. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So that's my piece.
be good to each other. Life's hard enough, and give love a chance. Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
Bye. Boobies.
Bye.